Lester Holt. You know him? He's the debate moderator. You know Lester?
I do, and I have respect for Lester.
Good, because I worked with him at Channel 2. I don't know if you remember back then, but Lester and I worked together there in New York. And I think he's a fair guy. I think he's an honest man. I don't think he's coming in with any acts at all.
Well, I mean, the only problem is Matt Lauer is a pro, and he did a great job. We had a source, they called it a forum, and that was on Monday night. And I think Matt did a fantastic job this last week. I'm sure you read about it. And they came down to Matt. Matt was very tough on me, and he was tough on her. But I thought he was equally tough, maybe even tougher than me. And they really hit him because I won that debate. Everybody said I won. The polls all said I won. And I won the debate. And they hit Matt because they said he should have been much tougher. Well, he couldn't have been much tougher.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is they're gaming the system, like gaming the ref.
Yeah, they're trying to intimidate.
Going after Lester.
Yeah, they try to intimidate.
They're trying to intimidate Lester.
Absolutely.
And
but
I think
Lester's
the world is going to be watching that.
He's not going to be intimidated. But he's not, like me, obnoxious. And he's not going to, come back and debate you. Like I kind of debate you and Secretary Clinton. He won't do that.
Well, nobody is, I would say that. Nobody's obnoxious like you. I would have to agree.
I think that we can all agree.
Lester?
I think that's a bipartisan, absolutely, but Lester's not going to do that. But I want to get to...
No, Lester's a professional, but we'll see what happens. I think it's unfair.
Right. Now, the next debate,
I think it's unfair what they're doing, Bill.
You have two kind of partisan people, though. The next debate, you have Martha Raddatz at ABC, who I work with in Boston. A brilliant journalist. But she's a Democrat. And then Anderson Cooper... I think he does a decent job over there, but he's a Democrat. Okay, so you got two Democrats, and you don't. And are you showing up for that, or what are you going to do? And
by the way, Lester's a Democrat. Look,
I didn't know that.
It's a phony system. Lester's a Democrat. I mean, they're all Democrats. Okay, it's a very unfair system. Look, I've worked pretty well within the system. I guess by a lot of polls, I'm leading many of the polls, and most of the polls. CNN just came out with a poll. I'm leading nationwide now by 2. I'm leading a lot of the states. I'm leading Florida, where I am now, by 3 or 4. Something just came out. A poll just came out. I'm leading it by 3 points or 4 points, and I think I'm leading Ohio, leading in North Carolina. I think we're doing very well. After the debate,
that'll change, and then you'll see.
And
but Raddatz and Cooper, you okay with them or no?
No, not really. I'm not okay with Anderson Cooper because I think he treats me very unfairly at CNN. I think he's very unfair on CNN. I think CNN, they call it the Clinton News Network. That's why the ratings aren't doing very well.
Well, they have to compete with MSNBC. That's why they may be doing that. But you say you're not happy with it, but you'll show up. You're not going to boycott it like you did the Fox thing.
No, I'll show up. I'll show up.
All right.
Look,
and then the last one is Chris Wallace.
That's what they're doing.
Right. And the last one is Chris Wallace. He's fair, right?
He's fair, he's tough, he's fair, and I don't mind as long as he's fair. And I've done a lot of work with Chris, and I've never had a problem with him.
All right, good. Okay, well, we always appreciate your time. And again, Hillary Clinton has been invited on this program, and she says she's going to come. Did you know that? Her people told us she's going to do the interview with us, so we're hoping that they keep their word.